Hi everyone, my name is Anna Habich. I am co-owner and personal trainer at Big Dog Barbell in Virginia Beach, Virginia. And today I'm going to walk you through my Capstone project. My project focuses on a problem I see every day in my job, which is a lot of older adults struggling to stay consistent with working out. Not because they don't care, but because they feel overwhelmed, intimidated, or honestly just unsure of what they're doing when they step into the gym. I chose this project because it's something I personally connected to. I've worked with a lot of beginners, people returning after years off, and people who feel like they just don't belong to a gym. And I've seen how quickly someone can give up when things feel confused or uncomfortable. I'm now going to start by going over the main problem that I want to focus on, which is beginners and older adults that don't often have a clear, simple starting point. There's so much information online, but most of it's either too advanced or not really made for beginners. It can be super inconsistent as well. Because of that, people either never start or they start and then quit pretty quickly. From my experience, it's not a lack of motivation, it's more of a lack of clarity and confidence in the gym. I'm now going to go over my target audience. Um, the population I focused on were older adults who are new to strength training or who are returning to strength training. This includes people who have never worked out with a trainer, people who feel intimidated in a gym, or people who want to get healthier but they have no idea where to begin. This is a group that I really do work with all of the time, so I wanted my project to really help people and not just be, theoretical. This is a really big problem that I see is that older adults just kind of want to give up on themselves. So I think that it's a really good target audience. And now for my project solution. This is going to be centered around creating a very simple, structured system that helps beginners feel more confident and consistent in the gym. Instead of overwhelming them with information, the goal is to give them something clear, realistic, and easy to follow. I have learned with new clients and older adults that this is always the key to having them long term in the gym or just having them be most consistent in the gym. Part of this includes a beginner friendly program, but also tools like a simple worksheet or guide that helps them understand what they're doing, tracks progress, and stays consistent without overthinking everything. This focus is not perfect, but it's consistency and it's guidance that will help keep them consistent in the gym. So, because I already currently have a job in this field and I have the business and I have the clients, it was fairly easy to gather research that was very human centered, I guess. So, a lot of the research that I gathered, I used from real experiences working with clients. I also gathered feedback through conversations and observations with my clients in the gym. One thing I noticed is that people don't struggle physically really to do the workouts. A lot of them are very mentally distracted and or challenged by working out. They feel judged, confused, and sometimes like they don't belong into a gym. So instead of just building a workout plan, I focused on designing something that actually fits into their real life and addresses how they feel walking into the gym, which is really creating a very welcoming community for our new members. So, my integrative thinking course definitely helped me the most with this project. The class taught me how to look at two different approaches and not just pick one but combine them. So that really helped me with this project when I was kind of trying to think of the solution, whether it were to be create a very welcome, friendly, and beginner workout, or to create an environment for the new members and for the older adults to make them feel welcomed and mentally make them feel better inside of the gym. Um, but I know that I can't just have either or of those. I think that I really had to make my solution be both of those together. So that course helped me a lot with coming up with my overall solution to the problem. With that being said, this also kind of ties into design thinking. This helped me focus on the user and not just the outcome. So instead of asking what's the best workout plan, I started asking what does this person actually need to feel confident in the gym. That shift changed everything. It made my project more practical and more focused on real people instead of just the ideas that I had. Another important part was understanding data. That helped me think about how to use research and data to support what I'm seeing in real life as a personal trainer and business owner. I looked at patterns like why people drop off, how consistency changes over time, and what helps people stick with something as well. It also helped me think about how to present information in a clear and simple way, which is important for beginners to not feel overwhelmed at the beginning. Here I showed a visual of how overwhelming and lack of clarity can lead to inconsistency over time. The goal of my solution is to simplify that process and make it easier for people to stay on track. In terms of implementation, I've been testing simpler programs and clearer systems with beginner clients and paying attention to what works and what still feels confusing to them. Moving forward, I plan to continue refining this and possibly turn it into a more structured program for new members at our gym. Overall, this project is extremely important to me because it connects directly to what I do every single day. It's not just about workouts, it's about helping people feel confident, capable, and comfortable in a space that can feel super intimidating sometimes. Moving forward, I want to keep building on this and continue creating systems that actually help people stick with fitness long term. Thank you.